Oh wow, everybody's in the chat this afternoon early. Good afternoon, good morning. I don't even know. It's noon over here. Welcome everybody. They had a 3-on-3 college league. You guys have been going back and forth. Nice to, very nice. Welcome in everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy what is it? Playoff, NFL playoff. Man, we're gonna have 5 days of crazy football. The Notre Dame game was insane. The Orange Bowl was crazy. On Thursday night, especially to be there in person. A lot of energy. Very cool to be at a real college football game with the Penn State and the Notre Dame fans. That was wild. Then we had obviously the Ohio State and Texas one. Kind of played out not exactly how we would have thought. I thought it was going to be much higher scoring. It turned out to be 50 plus points, but I did say before I signed off on Tuesday, I said Notre Dame, Ohio State, so I got those right. It'll be interesting to see what comes of it next Monday. I will reserve my final prediction until next weekend's Duke game, next Saturday's Duke game, before I make a prediction there. But we now get to play Notre Dame. Not their football team, thankfully. Their basketball team, which isn't having as great a season. 7-8 at the moment, and 1-3 in the ACC after having just dropped 3 straight games, 2 of which to North Carolina and NC State back to back. Both games lost by a single point, and both games where Notre Dame was leading with a minute to go. So hello Nick, hello Shane, hello Archangel, hello Orlando. I know you're out there as well. Welcome everybody. This should be, actually, I don't think this is going to be much of a contest at all. I think we might get a half of basketball out of Notre Dame, and then it'll be the Duke show in the second half, and then that's pretty much going to be it. This 19.5 point spread is probably accurate here. Why is the Irish font outlined in orange? It's not. It's actually gold. I did not change anything from what was provided to me. It's like a dark gold. It just comes up a little weird because it's been amplified or embossed. Yeah. Oh, you had sleet and snow in North Carolina. My goodness. That's crazy. I think Riley Leonard and the Irish are going to beat Ohio State, says Archangel. Yeah, I mean, I'm rooting for Riley. I wish him the best. It's one of those what could have been, but let's be real. Duke was never going to get to the point where Notre Dame is now. So the Duke football team was never going to get there. So he made the right business decision. I actually thought Texas did a better job, not letting Ohio State get these super explosive plays. What I was really impressed about watching Notre Dame live, actually, was their secondary. And that's kind of the passing game is a real strength for Ohio State, especially with that freshman wide receiver. So I think that's going to be a really interesting matchup. This Notre Dame secondary that was just basically locked down Penn State. I mean, Penn State didn't have a single catch by a wide receiver. It all went to their tight end and their running backs. I was really impressed with the Notre Dame secondary. I think that's going to be a huge story going into the game against Ohio State. We have to see how Ohio State, obviously they can run the ball too, but kind of how they can sort of neutralize those receivers from Ohio State is going to be a really interesting piece to the game. We are underway in Cameron, however, so this is your usual starting 5 for Duke, with Flagg, James, Malawach, Proctor, and Knippel. Notre Dame had a couple cracks at it here early, came up empty on the possession. The alternating arrow is actually going to go to Duke. We also get to talk about a lot of NFL as Malawach is going to throw it down. So we finally get a lob to work off the top. Wow. Finally. The lobs, we've been struggling with the lobs so much, or trying to get the sort of the precision passing to actually get Malowacz to throw a couple down. Here's a long three by was this a Loco, who's actually been pretty good from three cross court passes. This one's going to go to James. James is going to drive in. He's going to get it stripped. Loco has been 13 of 20 from three over the last 5 games, and averaging about 10 a game. So Notre Dame only has 3 players in double figures. It's Marcus Burton, who played against us last season. They also have Shrewsbury and Davis. And then Oloko is like, I guess I slightly lied. Oloko is like, he's averaging 10 a game. So technically there's 4 players that are in double figures, but not by much. So despite the fact that Notre Dame has had a lot of returning starters, it's not quite, they don't quite have the point production. As Archangel says, keep Burton in check and this will be easy. He's their best player. Exactly. I mean, we've basically seen how the defense of folks like Proctor and Malik Brown, and also I saw a stat today about Cooper Flagg's defense that has been tremendous as well. We know Cooper for all his offensive prowess, but defensively he's been sensational too. Sensational here is Tyrese Proctor hits from a 3-pointer here early, so 5-0 Duke. Cooper Flagg's been great. Let me see. I'll see if I can pull that stat when we get to the first TV timeout. So, yeah, I mean, if you hold down Marcus Burton and Trey Davis, number 3 and number 7 for Notre Dame, those are the ones you want to keep an eye on. As Burton takes a shot there, trying to go over Proctor and can't hit it. So there's the Proctor defense working right off the rip. Going to go for Flagg for 3 here. Nice shot from an assist from Knipple, and the shot from Flagg goes down. And Notre Dame is going to need an early timeout here in a second, or they're just going to let this thing roll, and we're going to go up double digits on them early. I was a little like, my game feed seems to be about 20 seconds ahead of ESPN. That is crazy if that's true. I was a little apprehensive, I guess, because you have like, they played like, especially Carolina and State, and they played them so close. Here's another like just harrowing defensive possession that almost goes to the end of the shot clock. That was Proctor on Davis, and this is good. Nice extra pass into the corner here for James, and James is going to hit a 3, and there's the timeout that I was talking about early. Notre Dame calls the timeout 1 possession too late, and now they find themselves down double digits, which is exactly what I said would happen. So actually, maybe my feed is about 20 seconds ahead of ESPN because I'm predicting the play before it happens. I'm actually a couple minutes into the future, just projecting back into the past for all of you. Timeout Notre Dame here as we've hit the 16:21 mark of the first half. So I thought we would essentially keep it close here in the first, but it seems like that's not even the case. Let me see if I can see that Cooper Flagg stat. That was really, really good. Where is the Duke? That was from Duke men's basketball itself. Yeah, it is. This is it. Here we go. This is the one I was looking at. I don't actually DBPR. So this is essentially the crux of it. What if Cooper Flagg is the best defensive player in the country and leads the team in scoring, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks, and got a 4.0 full GPA? No, so he's actually kind of smart. Not bad. And he turned 18 last month. So 1.7 defensive win shares. I don't know how exactly they come up with all of this, but it's sort of, it's a little, well, it's a bit eye-opening, actually. I think it's kind of cool because, like, typically when you think of our Duke defense, you think about it from, like, you start with Proctor and then you look at Brown, and then, like, you say, well, the other guys are actually really good too, but, like, apparently Cooper Flagg is just this gets sort of overshadowed by his crazy dunks, right? And his all the stuff he does offensively. You have a poster of the dunk? Yeah. So the whole squad locks down. Defensive box plus I mean, yeah, Duke defensively is just sensational. There's plenty of it. Where is it? I thought I saw one earlier. Oh yeah. I mean, these are the angles. Does Duke have a poster of the dunk? I don't know if they actually have one published, but I'm sure you could probably grab this photo here off their Twitter and publish that one. Go get this one published. Or where's the other one? This is a fun one that they did. Probably take that one. Take that one for your wall. UNC women beat Duke in overtime. That is unfortunate. No fun. I thought our Duke women were doing pretty good, actually. But just goes to show you that no matter how good or bad Duke is in a given year, that Duke UNC is always a bit of a toss-up. Although I think we are honestly, I think that our Duke men are going to crush UNC this year. A lot of demand for tenting this year, actually. Yes, they did. They did show it on TV here. Yeah, Duke finally with a hot start. We got off to a good start here. This is one of the other games. So SMU we got off to a good start as well. So we seem to have no the Irish. Shrewsbury's on the end on the base sideline actually. So that's another turnover. So Notre Dame. Okay, so Pittsburgh did not score in the last 8 minutes of the game on Tuesday. And Notre Dame has yet to score in the first 4 minutes of the game here tonight. So Duke has basically pitched a shutout for the last 12 minutes of basketball. And yeah, it's kind of nuts. As Cooper Flagg's going to go from the corner again, that might drop, and it does. And not only can Duke not miss on offense, it doesn't seem to miss defensively either. Aside from like one offensive rebound that we've let Notre Dame have, it has been an absolute shutout. Oh, we got a foul. Oof, we got a foul on Proctor. It's okay. 5 assists on 5 shots. I gotta say, you come out like this tonight, like Duke has just come out like it's the #1 team in the country, which it probably is, to be honest. Nobody wants to admit it, or nobody wants to say it because nobody wants to jinx it. So I'll go ahead and say, the nipple gets called for a touch foul, as Marcus Burton will go to the free throw line to actually try to score some points here for Notre Dame. They got bailed out there because that shot missed. Finally, finally, Notre Dame has a point. I think Duke will be ranked #2. I think Iowa State is losing today. Oh, who do they play, Archangel? Shane still thinks that the 360 dunk with Clemson is off the chart. So I don't know which one is technically better, but the 360 dunk wasn't really like contested. Obviously, you don't really do a contested 360 dunk. Flag's going to take another 3. Oh, finally missed. Knipple, nice offensive board there. Proctor's going to take one from NBA range, missed that one, and Notre Dame's going to come down with the rebound. Oh, they have to play at Texas Tech and Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee lost they got shellacked at Florida, right? But Auburn is ahead of us and would have to lose unless we somehow like leapfrog Auburn, right? This Chad, the start of this game reminds me to like the reminds me of back in the day, like old school, like some of the really old school games, like back in the day when I was an undergrad, where teams like, Shrewsbury gets a 3. Teams would come into Cameron and you would basically like, they're just like, hi, happy to be here kind of thing. There was like people like, there was a fear there was just this like tangible fear of coming to play Duke in Cameron because Duke was so good. As we're going to get another alley-oop there. Nice. Flag and Malawach have it going today. That's the second connection between those two of them. Auburn will be 1 and Duke 2 if Iowa State. Okay, there you go. Kentucky has a tough game today too against Miss State. Oh, well, Marcus Burton decides to get 3. All right, so that's a little bit better from Notre Dame here. Yeah, you got a lot of SEC teams ranked up there in the top 25. So Notre Dame hitting a couple shots here, making the game look respectable. Oh, here's another one. It should have been another. Oh. That should have been 2 points. That should have been 2 points between Flag and Malawach. There's a steal as James hits the deck, and now Duke recovers. We're going up with it. Proctor probing, nothing. Run some offense. Now James trying to get it down, and now Flag. Flag loves this left corner today. Oh, he gets another one. 3 for 4 actually on 3-point shots from that left-hand corner. Flag has found the range from the sideline. Yeah, I mean Kentucky could, or if they beat Mississippi State, then they kind of just like stay where they are, right? Or they drop a little bit, but like not by much. Shrewsbury with 2 seconds here. This is a lock go. Oh my goodness, they get a 3. All right. All right, Notre Dame. Shane's going with the rankings don't matter. Everyone says the ACC is down. They get 4 to 5 teams in and then outperform everyone. That's actually really funny because that's true. For the past several years, the ACC teams have gone like really deep in the tournament, despite like not being like well ranked during the season. It is kind of a bizarre like thing of like how things shake out. But like, which teams could you get in? Because I think a lot of that had to do, Shane. A lot of that had to do with some of the coaching in the ACC, which no longer exists, right? Like Larrañaga's Miami team. Larrañaga, obviously a very sort of well experienced coach when it comes to the NCAA. You had Tony Bennett at Virginia, and his team would also do things from time to time. But those coaches aren't around anymore. So like you're relying on like a Pitt and Clemson and I guess Carolina if they can get in. That's a terrible shot by Isaiah Evans, but nice little putback there by Sion James to preserve the offensive rebound. Sorry, I'm just really distracted by Isaiah Evans's hair. I don't know what he's done with it. It looks like he has 2 ponytails coming out of the side of his head. It's a bit hilarious and a bit confusing at the same time. I'm not sure whether to cry or laugh, but Gillis gets 2 points as the shot clock was about to expire. The Duke lead is 10. Decent defense here by Evans. As the second unit with Gillis, Foster, Evans, and Brown are in. James the only starter to stay, and then there'll be a foul on James as Notre Dame will go to the free throw line. The Irish seem to have trouble keeping up with Duke's speed. I mean, the Irish have trouble keeping up with Duke anything at the moment. The Duke speed on offense, certainly, and then, well, speed on offense and defense. So I will, before we move off the football subject, because we've been going back and forth on this Ohio State Notre Dame, I will say I think that despite the critique that we had early on about the playoff, that it has too many teams in it with 12, I think the playoff worked. Like four teams is too few. 12 seems like too many, but 8 is probably the sweet spot. But at the end of the day, I'm not really sure it matters in the sense that like if you looked at the final 4 teams that were in between Notre Dame, Penn State, Ohio State, and Texas. If you only had a 4-team playoff, 2 of those teams probably would have been on the outside of that. Because you would have had Georgia in, then you would have had Oregon in, then you may have had Texas, and then you probably did not, and then maybe like Ohio State. So you probably are missing like Penn State and Notre Dame, and it but by the time you got to the Final Four, you really had a sense of like, and if you had watched the games, you had a sense of like, yes, these are the best 4 teams. Texas was the one that like I always sort of had questions about because I had questions about Quinn Ewers, which at the end of the day I suppose came to be true. But it did look like those were the best 4 teams like out of the pool. And they did like rise up to the top, which like at the time you could have said, okay, the Georgia one's an ups, like right, Notre Dame upsets Georgia, technically upsets Georgia, Ohio State technically upsets Oregon, but I mean they just shellacked them. Like it wasn't even close. It was crazy. So I do think that the playoff worked from that standpoint. I think if Texas had put Manning in when they were at the 1-yard line, they would have tried. It was such a weird play at the 1-yard line. They tried a stretch play out to the left, and Ohio State, just with so much speed on defense, completely sniffed it out and just like tackle for loss. That was crazy. That play was dead on arrival, man. That was such a bit interesting, like bizarre play call there to try to go with that stretch play. I don't know. To me, the biggest thing they need to do is reseed each round. Oregon was the top seed and got a raw deal, whereas Penn State got Boise and SMU. It should be reseeded. Interesting. Oregon shouldn't have been the 1 seed to begin with. That's a hard one. That's a harder one for me because they were technically undefeated, right? So, I mean, yeah, if you brought in there is no real parallel to the NCAA because you can't say like, well, I have an undefeated team and okay, they get like upset by a 16 seed, like that's crazy to think about. Like, but yeah, if you had an undefeated team in basketball, they would obviously have, that was from one of the Power 5 conferences, let's say, so like one of the big name teams. They would for sure be like the top seed overall, right? And then if they got upset, you'd say, whoa, what is this, Gonzaga? Like, ooh, saying Brown is a little hobbled. So Brown looks like may have an apparent right leg or right knee injury here, as Mason Gillis fell on him when he was going for those 2 points. Hopefully nothing serious. NC State or UNC? Do they play today? State. I hope the Irish watch the Michigan State game to see how to beat the Buckeyes. I think there's probably a blueprint in there somewhere, but it's very hard to replicate like the atmosphere of a Michigan Ohio State game. But I mean, Notre Dame Ohio State kind of has this very heavyweight title fight. I think it's going to be a really exciting game. I think it's going to be good. Yeah, I'm going with State Orlando. You can't even, you wouldn't even say Carolina even if they like you knew they were going to win. Oh, that's another turnover for Notre Dame. That's another turnover. I feel like this is now the fourth turnover for Notre Dame. Give me some stats here. Nice 2 points by Gongba, by the way. Going to see him get some extended minutes with Malik Brown going to the locker room. Foster for 3, not quite. And Gillis gets called for a foul on the rebounding action. Rather, let's say. That was the 4th turnover for Notre Dame. So I had that right. Oh, yeah. Find Knipple over there on the side. There you go. Come on, Knipple. Easy three-pointer. Man, we can't afford to lose Malik. Second most important player behind Coop. Maybe third. I would put Proctor second, actually. Yeah, Gogba getting early minutes, which is kind of nice, but it also helps that we're up 14 at home. Ooh, that's a bank shot. Wow. Okay, bank open on Saturday for Muhammad here. Wow. All right. That was kind of a that was kind of a cheeky three. Notre Dame trying to bring double team on the ball handler out here. That's a bump that Knipple absorbs, going to go right to the basket, and he will absorb a foul from Garrett Sundra. Yeah, so I would go obviously Cooper flag, Proctor 2. Brown is up there, probably 3. Because of the defense, obviously. Wow, Cameron absolutely silent for Knipple. Usually there's at least some fans from the away team at Cameron. I guess there's like nobody even behind the Notre. I guess all the Notre Dame fans traveled to the game, to the football game. Knipple's got both 5 points for him. I think I can't remember exactly how many points Muhammad is averaging. It is less than 10 though. I think it was around 6 per game. Orlando, I wanted to say. Going to be an open 3 here from Notre Dame. That was Davis, who's actually been pretty hot of late. He's averaging 16.5 points per game on the season, but within the last month or so has been averaging around 19. Foster from straight away can't get the wide open look. And so 13 remains the margin at the moment. Unfortunate for Foster. I feel like he's been playing well, even if the points haven't necessarily been there. Extra pass here by Notre Dame, and Muhammad drills another 3. That's 7 for him. So Notre Dame's managing to keep themselves within striking distance here after the starters have gotten extended rest. We still, haven't seen Proctor flag. Oh, Knipple would have gotten the 3 to go. It's going to be a foul on number 1, Julian Roper. And just as I said that, the starters decide to return to the floor. So you get Flag, Malawach, and Proctor back on. And then keeping Knipple and Gillis. Ooh. What sport would you like to see Duke added to? Ooh. And right off the bat, Knipple with another 3-pointer. So rugby's an interesting one. I know I knew a couple kids that did the club rugby at Duke. And so that's been Duke club rugby has been a tradition for a long time, actually. Oh, that is a cheap foul by Flag. Goodness gracious. We're under 8, so there we go. 13. Duke by 13. Rugby's an interesting one. Well, I mean, yeah, the Duke baseball team has actually been pretty good of late as well. They've gotten into the postseason for the last several years, I want to say. I know certainly last year they were part of that. And then Duke soccer, both men and women, have been exceptional. Fortunately, the women lost to UNC in the championship. But otherwise, very, very good. I think Duke was even, I don't know if they were ACC champs or they were in a large bid. I don't think they were the ACC champs, but. And then obviously you have women's golf, which has been tremendous. Duke has been tremendous in women's golf for many, many years. That was a thing when I was there in undergrad, even going back all the way to the 08 through 12 years. Would Duke be good at ice hockey? Does Duke have a cricket team? No, Duke does not have a cricket team. I do not, but I believe they probably have club hockey. I mean, we've field hockey, obviously Duke has. That started. They were constructing that stadium when I was there as a grad student. So that was 15 through 15, 16, 17. And then they kind of started that field hockey, and it's been a very, very good program. I don't know about ice hockey. I mean, North Carolina does have a hockey team, right? They have the Carolina Hurricanes. It's kind of it's an odd, they don't actually get many hurricanes in North Carolina, but anyway, I feel like that wouldn't be our best. The hockey ones are so difficult because, like, if you look at the Frozen Four, they're all of these like schools that, like, in other sports are like, they're like D2 schools, right? They're like like, I think, there's like Boston College, obviously, like, really good, but there's like schools from like North Dakota, or like, was it North Dakota, Montana, or something? There's like schools that you've like never heard of, but they're like exceptional at ice hockey. Let me see if I can prove my point here. NCAA Frozen Four. I actually don't think we would be very good at ice hockey. Let's see. Yeah. Look at this. So Denver, okay, we know what Denver. UMass, okay. Minnesota Duluth. I mean, this is a school you would never hear of in basketball or football. But sure, North Dakota, Union, like Yale, BC, Minnesota, Duluth, like, so interesting. Yes, ESPN. You do not need to remind me that we used to have Riley Leonard on our field. All right, so Brown back on the bench, so that's good news. Two fouls for Muhammad, one Roper, two Njai, six there. Okay, we're good. Wow, okay, so Malik Brown out for the rest of the game with a right knee injury. No further details given. The video game squads. Goodness. I think there are some schools that did either like a Dota or a League of Legends esport one. McDonald's playing esports. Malawatch 1 of 2 at the free throw line here. 5 points so far in the afternoon. But yeah, that's big news. We have a undisclosed leg injury for Duke player in January. Great. Just great. That is going to be a lot of fun. And that was steps, maybe? No? I mean, if anything, it might mean that Gongba is going to get more minutes or Gillis is actually going to get more minutes. Knipple feeling it? Nope. Way short, actually, on the 3. Duke still by 14 here. Somebody's got the South Sudan flag for Malawatch in the Cameron Crazy section. I love it. Oh my! Malawatch tried to make up for getting beat with what was going to be an emphatic block, but he fouls instead. Oh, it says Duke was ACC champs in 24 in baseball. Okay, so we did take that one. I knew we were in the tournament. I didn't know why, like whether it was because they were the champs or because they were just in at large, like good enough to be in at large. But that's very cool. Well, Shane, it's not the boot yet. Although if it's a knee injury, it's probably going to be a brace. But I did not see a brace there on the sideline, so it's not a brace yet. Yeah, it is so I mean, it honestly, it reminds me of like I was at the dog park the other day and I had a dog run into the side of my knee. I mean, large dog. We're talking like golden retriever. Like this thing's like 70 or 80 pounds, right? It's like running around and it hits you in the side of the knee. And then like I end up walking around with like a sciatica for like the next 4 days, and then finally it gets better. But like, having your teammate fall into your knee is there you go. It's kind of the same thing. So hopefully it's not serious. There's hopefully nothing. I mean, he's out there on the bench. He's just not going to be playing. Hopefully it's one of those things that kind of just can walk it off. Ooh, Malowacz gets the Proctor miss, but he can't. Ooh, he can't get the putback. That was brutal. Proctor's shot was halfway down. Burton for three, nothing. Oof, way off. Great recovery there by Duke, actually, even off the Malowacz miss, to run back in transition and like stop Notre Dame from getting to the basket easily. Saved a basket there as resulted in an air ball at the end of the day. They're going ISO for Cooper. Oh my God, and Cooper just put the guy on the floor. Tries to get his own rebound, and we're going to have a foul. Cooper just, flag just broke 2 ankles here. Also, what was the Notre Dame play oh, flag stepped on the guy. Oh, geez. The Notre Dame wide receiver that broke 4 Penn State ankles on one possession was insane. That was one of the craziest ones to watch live. The running back Love scoring that touchdown. That one happened in our end zone, the end zone we were closest to. That was crazy to watch too. I was very impressed. Very impressed by Notre Dame. Now they're going to say that Cooper Flag is an ankle breaker tripper. Flag at the free throw line here. Gets the first. Oh, no, he gets them both, actually. I was not paying attention. He already got them both. Great defense here from Duke and Caleb Foster there in specifically. Here's Burton trying to cut into the lane, has to give it up. The three. Ooh, Knisny, nice. He was ready to shoot when he got it. Yes, ankle stepper. Leg tripper, ankle stepper, knee breaker, chest stomper. Flag screening for Proctor. 8 seconds for Proctor trying to make a drive here on Shrewsbury. Turnaround jump shot just off the rim. Tough shot for Proctor. Not a lot of ball movement on that particular possession. Not sure I really like that one. Burton going to take a really tough shot. Ooh, he's going to make that. 7 for Burton, and we have a timeout for Duke as the lead is 10. So far, Burton with 7. We said the ones to watch were Burton, number 3 Burton, and number 7 Trey Davis as being the top scorers for Notre Dame. Currently, Burton with 7 and Davis with nothing. Go back. Oh, ESPN was in an extended replay, I think, when Cooper Flag came out and made that first one. That's why I was like not paying attention. Yeah. The thing I love most about this team is their ability and willingness to play defense, even when their offense is their defense is always on point. Yep, agreed. That's a huge, huge difference, especially with all the slow starts we've had against really good teams. And it like, we find ourselves down. We found ourselves down double digits. Now this hasn't happened recently, right? But nice there as Malawach gets 2 more. The alley-oop wasn't quite crisp, but it worked. Yeah, the defense has really held in. I think the team, and it's now that it's worked a couple times, it's kind of easy for Shire to be like, look, we've been here before. The shots aren't falling. Just keep playing defense. It'll come to us, right? And the team can trust that that is true. And this is going to be a turnover. Oh, they're going to call flag. They're going to get him for a foul? Is that the 3rd foul on James? Damn. A sliding ad board near the rafters. I don't think I remember that. No, travel. Cooper flag forces the turnover. Did Redick lose his? Wow, if JJ Redick lost his house in the fight, that's terrible. I mean, a lot of people have. Awful stuff, man. And it's just nothing you can do about it. Flag for 2, mid-range jump shot, 13 points on the afternoon. Duke extends to 14. Yeah, I mean that's just horrible. Like all those natural disaster stuff. Hurricanes, fires. I mean, we've had this, even the stuff in Western North Carolina still hasn't been that's still going to take years to resolve. I still see a lot of terrible stuff from that. Oh my, Malawach! Wow, some tricky passing there. They got that one to work. He's got it 9. Oh my goodness. After John called the timeout, we've gone 6-0 run here. Great defense by the 2 Blue Devils there between Gillis and Evans. The recovery too late. I don't know the notification of going live. I got mine right when it went. I don't know. Maybe you got it delayed. Oh, offensive foul. Oh, thank you. And John is hot. Have we seen John this upset? UNC is a 63% BPI for win versus State. I still don't think they're going to get it. I think State's going to beat them. Let's take another look at the charge. Really? Hold on. I'll look at this a couple times. Well, oh my. Yeah, the for the lip readers out there, that was a rather emphatic reaction by John. Is it his first tee? I don't think it's his first one. I think it might be his second. Duke giving up too many 3-point shots could be. Let's take a look. It kind of does feel that way, doesn't it? Actually, yeah, you're right. Archangel, it's a good call. Notre Dame is 7 of 11 from 3, 64%. I mean, Duke is 7 of 16. So both teams have actually hit the same number of 3-pointers. But Duke just overall has gotten more shots to fall, 14 of 25 versus 8 of 19. So look, Notre Dame has made 8 shots. 7 of them have been from beyond the arc. They've got nothing like inside. I think there's 1 point in the paint. No, 0. They've gotten one mid-range. No, they've gotten one mid-range. Yeah, one mid-range jump shot. The other one? No, it has to. Yeah, it has to be. So yeah, I mean, Shrewsbury's hit both of his threes. Muhammad hits both of his threes. That's 2 of them. Kaznesny is 1. Aloko's got 1. Burton's got another 1 of 3. So yeah, Duke not doing a very good job defending the three-pointer. I mean, to Notre Dame's credit, they've been moving the ball pretty well beyond the 3-point line, and we've just kind of packed it in. If Kalman is able to get any sort of consistent back to the basket moves this year, he's going to be impossible to deal with. Like actually, like back in like to be able to back somebody down and score over them. Interesting one. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to get him like the easy ones with just the lobs and stuff. But yeah, I agree. The technical free throw, no good. The first of the 2 actually no good. You can see him grab his arm on the lob play. Oh my God, he missed him. Both technical free throws. It comes up empty on the technicals. Nice. Malawatch at the bench at the moment. That is really funny. The 91% 3-point free throw shooter misses 2 in a row on Shire's Tech. That is actually hilarious, which probably means the call was wrong. Shrewsbury and Knizney now driving, trying to get it. Great defense by Gillis. Turnaround jump shot that's way short. And Gogba down with a rebound. So still Notre Dame can't get anything inside the 3-point line. Gongba trying to drive. Let's see if some back to the basket action there from Gongba. No, actually over to Flag. Flag at the ACC. He's going to go with the step through. He's going to go to turn around, and he's fouled. Yes. Seems to get hit in the head with an elbow. And of course, when we go to the replay on this charge call, Jay Billis is defending the Notre Dame player for being illegal guarding. Of course, Jay. Of course. I mean, if you were going to call the only thing that sold that as a charge was the fact that it looked like Cooper extended the right elbow or the right forearm as Alaka went down to the ground. Alaka was completely like, you're just going to say, if you're just going to say he was in legal guarding position and sliding his feet horizontally, that is not true because he was going backwards. In any case, we're up by 15 as Proctor gets his ankles broken there by Burton for a second. Great move by Burton, actually. Got the better of Proctor on that on that one. Flag going to go one-on-one here on the left side. They're doing the ISO. And the travel? I thought I would say, okay, foul, but I don't know, travel. do more for Notre Dame as they bring it back down to 11. Duke had gotten it out to as many as 16 as Trey Davis manages to get his first points of the afternoon. That's a foul. That's a foul as Knippel was driving in. They're going to get Marcus Burton his first on that one. The 9th on the team, so I'm a little behind on the fouls. I mean, I feel for John on that one. That's yeah, Notre Dame. Well, actually, Archangel, we sort of jinxed it because as soon as we looked at the 3-point stat, Notre Dame actually did start getting some stuff inside. That's Gillis who's going to get fouled on the rebounding action because Nesny going to pick up his foul. Nice play, really tough play there by Gillis, taking the offensive board off the Knippel miss. Oh, Mason. Oh, yeah, as I fall over and lose my balance. All right, 1 and 2 for Gillis. Yeah, I don't know. That was a little out of character for John, but I mean, I guess I could see it. Great D, actually. Davis tries to charge there in on both Gillis and Malawach, but actually Notre Dame's going to get a 3-pointer out of this possession as they close it down to 10. So the Irish not going away. Duke will have the final possession of the half. And continuing to hit from the outside, actually. It is a bit of an aberration. Notre Dame's 34 points. I mean, we held Pittsburgh to less, right? Proctor gets his shot blocked, actually. 4 seconds here for Notre Dame. They have an opportunity. That was... He slid the feet, man. They're actually going to count that? He absolutely slid his feet. Come on. He slides. So if this actually is good, well, I mean, he got the shot off in time. If it's a 3, it's a 7-point game. If it's a 2, it's 8. I'm trying to see. This is what I was worried about at the beginning, because especially with the 1-point losses to NC State and UNC, you'd say, well, they're close, right? So like, no, his foot is on the line. It's a 2. It's a 2. So it's a 2 for Shrewsbury there at the end. Am I surprised Gongba's playing more? No, I'm not, especially with Brown out. I feel like some of this Malik Brown being out is really not helping us. This game is a bit high scoring for me, if you ask me. A bit too high scoring. I mean, if you look back at the box scores of the other games, I mean, you had Pitt at 47 for the game, and here you have Notre Dame putting up 36 and a half. Our defensive average is at around 62, so Notre Dame is actually ahead if you look at the from a metric standpoint in terms of their offense right now. They got 36, and then SMU, that was 62 for SMU. Notre Dame averaging was on pace for 72 points right now, so that's too high. Then the Virginia Tech one made it to 65. Georgia Tech was at 56. I mean, basically Louisville was at 65. So basically no ACC team has scored above 65 points on Duke, and right now Notre Dame is on pace for 72. Now, we're still on pace for like almost 90, but not good. So defensively, this is what Archangel was talking about earlier here. You have this problem where Notre Dame is 8 of 12 from beyond the arc. They're hitting 2 out of every 3 shots from 3. Some of them are open, some of them are contested. They have actually made a couple more 2s. This was they were at one time it was like they had made 8 shots and 7 of them were from 3. Now they've made 12 and 8 of them are from 3. So that's is what it is. Ooh, snacks. We get snacks for halftime. Hey, bud. Look at the snacks. Look at that. We got some bread and salami. I can't even. Or prosciutto. Where am I? There we go. Got folks bringing me snacks, and therefore I must eat. One moment. We check the stats while we're at it. Not exactly a salami sandwich. It's like salami on a piece of bread. It does not have the second piece of bread, which would technically make it a sandwich. I guess technically you could say it's an open-faced sandwich. Healthier that way. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, so second half, we need to improve. We have to improve this 3-point shooting. Although I'm not convinced that the law of averages might not take over. In the sense that, like, I don't think you can consistently shoot. One more. Oh my god. I don't think you can consistently shoot at 66% from 3 for the entire game. Okay. The 7. Yeah. Apparently Zion got suspended by the Pelicans. He did, actually. He was late for the team flight. It's kind of sad. I was like, I'm not sure how you do that. I'd rather keep our defenders on the 3-point line and take away the 3 and let the Irish and score inside on Malawaj. Interesting idea there. Hold on. What happened to UCLA? UCLA drops 3rd straight. Mick Cronin ejected. Okay, this Mick Cronin situation to me is a little bizarre because he's calling out his team. He says, I have more passion, energy, and pride than anyone in here. I saw the comments the other day, which was on Tuesday. But I'm like, hold on, guy. Like, you're the coach. Like, you recruited these players, you hired the staff. So you're like, this whole thing is a self indictment. If you can't motivate your guys or get them or coach them up in a way to make this work, that's on you, man. Like, I think the delusional one is Mick Cronin. Cronin is the delusional one because if his players are saying they think they're better than they are, he's not setting the right expectations. He's letting them off easy. There's a culture problem. I don't know what's up. Mm. Blah, blah, blah. I agree. It's a low blow. The public criticism, the public criticism of your players like that doesn't isn't motivating in any way. If anything, it's demotivating because a player would just be like, "F you, man!" Like you're going out there calling us like, calling us off like publicly and like, look at yourself, like look in the mirror, look at what you're doing, right? Like you're finger pointing out here instead of trying to solve whatever problems there are, which there seem to be some sort of deep-seated issues, right? These are like this is not like a cursory sort of thing. There seems to be a systematic problem here, and like maybe like trying to call your players out publicly is like, oh, I'm going to light a fire under them, but like you're calling them out publicly for stuff that you as the coach are have control over. So I don't I don't understand. It I don't agree with it actually. And I would not be surprised to see the entire thing implode. And now apparently they've lost 3 of the last 4. So I'm not surprised that they are imploding in the way that they are. Okay, chat. Let's make some predictions. He should be criticizing himself in public and deal with anything else going on with the team privately. Exactly. This is going to backfire on him spectacularly. Like to like the point where this is like crash and burn, and if and by the end of the season he's out, whether by his own accord or by the school. Bye. So we're pretty good at making predictions here. So let's just go ahead and say Mick Cronin does not last at UCLA beyond this season. All right, if the way that things are going. All right, chat. Let's make some predictions. Let's make some predictions because we like doing that. We like making predictions. NFL. Let's go across the top. Chargers, Houston. Okay. Anybody taking Houston? Who's taking the Chargers? I personally am gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the Chargers in this one to win the away game. Over the Texans. I don't like the I feel like the Chargers are playing better football later in the season here. Mixon was really good early on. I think he's kind of come down. Stroud has been kind of mid all season. I had to bench him in my fantasy team. I'm not happy about it. I'm going Chargers here. I'm taking the away team in the first matchup. Steelers-Ravens, very interesting matchup this evening here for Steelers and Ravens. This one is actually very difficult. I think this goes one of two ways. One, the Ravens run away with this thing, literally, with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. They just come out of the gate firing, and the Steelers defense that has hung in there all season, it's just too much, and they can't. And obviously, I have like almost no. I don't have much stock in the Steelers offense and Russell Wilson. So, but anyway, that's one. The other possibility is that this game is extremely close, and it's like a field goal at the end, and it's a Chris Boswell field goal that wins it for the Steelers, because I think the only the worst possible nightmare for the Ravens is seeing the Steelers in the playoffs, like an AFC North team. Certainly the Bengals probably would have been worse to see, just because they have the offense to keep up. But the Steelers would be a second, like this was 48-30, 41-38, and then 35-34. Like the Bengals played the Ravens extremely close both times that they met. That would have been the worst possible outcome. The second worst possible outcome for them in this first round is the Steelers, which is 18. If this happens, this 18-16, this score may flip in favor of the Steelers and you lose the Ravens early on in the playoffs. That would be devastating. The other one is this 34-17. I think this is the more likely of the possibilities, but this is just as this could also happen. So be on the lookout for that. Don't count the Steelers out, but it could get away from them. Broncos-Bills, super interesting. Obviously, I've been very high on Bo Nix as my fantasy quarterback for the second half of the season. The Bills probably take this at home. I think these Bills, I think you are probably going to, it's going to be very hard between, you're probably going to, so I think my final matchup is probably going to be Bills-Ravens, but we have to see who the Chiefs end up falling to. Packers, Eagles, Jalen Hurts is going to play. He has cleared the concussion protocol. Barkley will play. This is Eagles. Packers will put up a really good fight. I think Jordan Love will put up a good fight, but ultimately this will be down to the Eagles. Commanders and Buccaneers. This is such an interesting one. This is probably the biggest toss-up of the weekend. I'm not really sure. Baker Mayfield or Jaden Daniels, either one could have a huge game. I think it's going to be a very entertaining game, obviously, for Sunday night. This was probably mid. This game is probably also very entertaining. I don't know. I'll probably go with the Commanders. No, I'm going to go with the Buccaneers. I feel like they have more tools. I feel like the Commanders are a Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin kind of show. Don't have a lot of faith in running backs. The Buccaneers, obviously, you got Mayfield, you got the whole like 2 or 3 headed monster back there. It's running back. Plus, Mike Evans probably has a good game here. I think that one works. And then this one probably goes to the Vikings over the Rams. Do the Eagles and Packers play today? No, they play tomorrow. There's 2 games today, 3 tomorrow, and 1 on Monday. Chris obviously going to go for the Packers. What's up? All right, so getting ready to go here for the second half for our guys. Duke gets the first possession, goes on the alternating possession, which means flip that to Notre Dame. And let's see what we get. It's an 8-point lead here after the Shrewsbury 2 at the end of the half. Flag, nice little dump off for Malawach. I thought he was going to take that for the dunk, but he went with a high percentage play. Malawach with 11 and Duke off to a good start. All 5 Duke starters back on the floor for the start of the second half here. Shrewsbury has to give it to Burton, yeah. Almost stepped out of bounds. Gets bumped there by Proctor. And we have a held ball on the rebounding action that'll retain to Notre Dame. Malawach gets beat by a smaller dude here on the. So Notre Dame going to have to inbound. This is a loco inbounding, and you got another three. Oh my God! What the? Wow. So Shrewsbury gets the 3 and the foul. So much for better defending of the 3-point shot. Shrewsbury misses. Wow, that's three misses for Shrewsbury at the line. Oh, that's a turnover. Actually, that's a foul that bails out flag. Shrewsbury gets his first. So it looks like Shrewsbury is going to be the one having the afternoon today. So actually, anytime you hit a buzzer beater like that, you're like, oh yeah, this dude is feeling it. Flag thought about 3 from the right corner. Doesn't do it. Goes over the top, and he scores with a little hook shot with the right hand. I went Vikings for the Rams-Viking game. It's an interesting one, but I think the Rams have been too inconsistent for me. And I mean, Darnold could lay an egg, like he absolutely could, like he did it against the Lions. And when I played him in the one game I played him in fantasy, he laid an egg for me against the freaking Jaguars this year. Unbelievable, just disaster, 3 interception game. So yeah, maybe. But I don't think you have 2 bad like games in a row. So I probably take the Vikings. There's a foul on Davis, his second, I think. Third on the team. No, Alaco. 2, okay. Duke will have to inbound here. And the lob. No, can't get the finish. I don't understand. Malawach, just come on, man. Don't even put it on the floor. Why you put this on the floor? Why you put this on the floor, man? Just dunk it. Just dunk it. Malawach makes the first. After the Bills beat the Lions, they lost. But it wasn't that a super high scoring game as well? The Bills played like back-to-back games where Josh Allen had an enormous stat line. It was crazy, right? All right, Malawach 2 of 2. The lead is 9. Duke's going to have to extend something here. Get a couple stops. Notre Dame very content to keep shooting the threes. Oh, they're going to get him open again. Shrewsbury, no, we have to give it up. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Keeping it within the 2-point line. Burton. Wow, great passing by Notre Dame. Ends up too much passing, actually, by Notre Dame. Great defense by Duke. Yeah, I don't know why. $50-41. Flag. Puts the ball on the floor. Discards his man. Oh, gets fouled from behind by Shrewsbury. That's the 5th Notre Dame foul here. We haven't even reached the 16-minute timeout. We've only played 2.5 minutes, and Notre Dame has fouled 5 times. Ooh. Flag got a hug. Yeah, the Rams won 44. Yeah, 44-42. That's a kind of a crazy one because had the Rams not won that game, I think the Seahawks may have been in the playoffs. Flag gets both 19 points for Cooper Flag as he remains perfect from the free throw line here this afternoon. Duke by 11. Bills all offense, no defense. I find funny about the Bills though when you say all offense, it's like you never quite know exactly where the points are going to come from. You know it's Josh Allen, and then it's like James Cook, Trey Davis, like who are their wide receiving core? I don't know, Shakir maybe, and then like a couple tight ends between like Kincaid and like another dude, and it's like so random. Like the people scoring is crazy. They have what, like 14 players have caught a touchdown. I guess including Josh Allen. It's crazy. Like you just never know where the scoring is going to come from that team. It's kind of funny actually. Shrewsbury back to Burton. Burton going to jack 3. Oh my freaking lord. It's just crazy. Like Notre Dame is just continuing to put up threes and they're just continuing to go. Offensive screen. Yeah, so this is actually a good call out by Jay Billis, is that James's hands are playing for the Burton to drive by him. And like kind of what Archangel was saying before is like I kind of prefer if you would instead of like taking the 3, because at least if you drive by me, I have help from my teammates behind. Versus if you're taking this 3, I got hand down, man down here. Flag with a really tough shot. Oof, is Malawich going to come down with the offensive board? Knipple going to try to come down with the offensive board? We got a held ball that'll keep it with us. Bills have one heck of an offensive coach. Yeah, so do the Lions. Oh, it's Tate. It's crazy that this is a 6-point game. It's crazy to me that this is a 6-point game because Notre Dame just cannot miss from 3. They've actually gotten increased their shooting percentage here in the second half. They're 10 of 14. Incredible. I mean, if they had made half those shots, they would say they were 5 of 14. You take away 15 points, you're down to 31, and it's 31-52. It's like not even a game. Crazy how the 3-point shot is keeping them in this. I think Duke just has to stay patient here. Don't get crazy. Don't take crazy threes. Run good offense. Look for opportunities. We got a foul. Foul by Burton. Herbert Williams, welcome in. First subscriber. Thank you for the sub. Good afternoon to you. Well, thank you very much. As Knipple here, so we got another 20 on the shot clock. Knipple going to take his man off the dribble. Yes, nice little spin move. See, that's what I mean by being patient here. Like, Duke isn't risking. Where's Khan? There he is. Duke isn't like, panicking, taking a quick 3-pointer. Oh, what a block by Malawich. And the defense keeps us in it, right? You don't take these like quick 3-point shots, except this is a quick one by Flag. Oh, that'll go. Never mind. He shut me up real quick. 5-0 run for the Blue Devils off that big block there by Malawich. That's his 4th 3-point shot. This could be another one on the ground. Ball on the floor. Knipple almost got it. A loco trying to drive on Malawich. Malawich too large for that. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Burton gets bumped. Bailout. Burton gets bailed out, man. Come on. That's the Irish comfort zone. Take them out of their comfort zone and take away the 3. Yeah, I would let them drive too, man. At this point, oof. Where are we with Flag? Yeah, we are 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. 4 3-pointers for Flag. He is 6 of 9 overall with 22 points, and he is actually still perfect from the free throw line. 6 of 6 with 6 assists as well. So, okay, 22 points, 6 assists. That's at least 12. Some of those may be threes. So that's 34. So he's got 30, responsible for at least 34 out of the 57 points, which is more than half. Very impressive for Flag. Malawatch also having a very, very good afternoon. 13 points and 5 rebounds, and Knipple with 11. Proctor only with 3 points so far, 1 of 5 from the floor, so not great. I mean, he's probably using up a ton of energy to try to keep Burton down. He's got, 12? 12. Oh, okay. Davis is 6. Okay, there it is. All right. I would like to see, actually, Proctor got his points late last game. Like in the span of the final 4 minutes of that game, he was at similar here. He's like at 3 or 5 points and got 8 points in that last 4 minute segment of the game last week, or on Tuesday rather. So yeah, Notre Dame is 2 of 2 from 3 here in the second half. They're 4 of 6 overall. 10 points so far in the second, 13 for Duke. So Duke has actually expanded the lead a bit by the time we've hit this first media timeout. It's Duke by 11 here after the latest run. Fairly even from the free throw line, actually, just looking back and forth. The foul situation may be a problem for Notre Dame because they have six fouls, 6 team fouls here by the first 5 minutes of game action. So the next foul puts us at the free throw line for a 1-and-1, and we'll be shooting free throws the rest of the half. So I'll take it as long as we make them. 13 of 16 right now. So far, so good. As long as Cooper Flag is the one taking them, I think we'd be okay. All right, let's see it here. Trying to take it inside versus Kaman is not a high percentage shot. Agreed. Well, would have even been a lower percentage shot if we could have Brown in there too. I do wonder if that is playing into some of this. Malawich has been playing a lot of minutes. Burton with 2. No. Great rebound by Flag. So Notre Dame comes up empty here out of the timeout. Pass to Knipple, and that'll be deflected by Notre Dame. Here we go. Knipple's going to drive in here. Oh, he's going to lose the ball. Damn. He had a clean shot at the rim here. Damn, we should have had those two. All right, playing defense here. Burton for 2 again. No. Similar shot to the one before. Opposite side of the floor, though. Same result. Flag. Cross-court pass to James. James thought about 3. Now he's going to drive it as Shrewsbury closes. Flag going to go for the poster! Oh, he gets it again! Oh, my goodness. There was no Notre Dame player on the receiving end. But it was an emphatic dunk. My goodness. Oh, he should have stepped out almost. Shrewsbury did not carry. Okay. 7 seconds on the shot clock here for Notre Dame. Alaco, no. Rebound to Proctor. Poked out by Notre Dame. Retained by Notre Dame. 3 for Burton. Looks good. Wow. What a huge momentum swing. After the huge dunk, we were about to come down with an offensive rebound. Notre Dame steals the offensive board. What? Oh my God. They steal the board and then they get 3, but Flag just doesn't seem to care because he gets 2 more. Foul on the floor as Proctor got lost there. The Notre Dame players are just watching as Cooper goes up for it. They saw what happened the other day against Pitt. They're like, I'm not getting in there. I'm not getting in the way of this one. 26 ties the career high for Flag. My gosh. Burton driving. Alaco. Good luck. Good pass to Muhammad. It's just like Notre Dame is just like keeping it within striking distance, right? 10 points here, 10 points there. And there's another foul. Oh, that's a technical. That should be a technical for swatting the ball. What are they officiating here? They're giving opposing technicals? Oh, Malawatch comes over to Burton and bodies him. Yeah, I don't know why you tee up both of them either. So Malawatch Tech. So hold on. Cooper's gonna take 2 a 1 and 1 for the 7th team foul that was on Burton. It's 27. And oh, I guess offsetting technicals, there's no. Interesting. Okay. So the offsetting technicals means no free throws. All right. I think by my count, Burton has 4, which is why he went to the bench. Oh my God. What a bailout. What a bailout. What a makeup call. 7th team foul on Duke. Where did all the fouls come from? I have not been paying attention to the fouling situation. What? What? I don't think they have this right. Somehow, and Burton only has 4, so where did the technical go? I have no idea how these fouls are being charged. They said they called them, but they weren't charged the fouls. But yet it's somehow 8-7, so the official box score doesn't have it right. I don't know. Foster should get this 3. Nope. Oh my god. Ay, ay, ay. Foster's 0 of 2 from 2 wide open 3-point shots, and Notre Dame's going to have a crack at getting this thing under 10 here. And seconds on the shot clock here for Notre Dame. Alako trying to cut towards the baseline, cut off. Shrewsbury going to lay it in for 2. No, flag down with the rebound. Come on, I mean, Cooper's just going to take this one himself. Try to kick it out. No, he's just going to body a dude. He's just going to body a dude. 30 points for Cooper Flag. So what is the real foul call? Okay, I was right. They did score this as, okay, double technical, which means Burton has 4 and Malawach has 2. That is correct. That's funny though, Burton standing up to come on. He looks so tiny. I was like, yeah, this is not a fight you want to pick, my man. Not a fight you want to pick, little man. No, no, no. Okay, Duke by 12. After we've sorted everything out, Duke by 12 here. I mean, Burton with 4 is huge. The leading scorer for Notre Dame, their leading guy. Sure, that's big news. Flag with 30 points here, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. I think I'm gonna sometime this week. I'm gonna do a segment on Cooper Flag's free throw shooting, pre and post break, and I'll post that video later this, like maybe next week or something. As this his free throw shooting improvement makes this 30 number. Like, this is why he's getting so many more points. It's because he's so much better at the free throw line. Or at least I'll have to see what the stats say, because I think his shooting percentage is probably similar. And it's that we'll have to see what the biggest contribution is. 6 assists, 1 steal, 5 rebounds. Yeah, Malawach here with 6 rebounds and 13 points. Turnovers are rather even, actually. 7 turnovers for Notre Dame and 6 for Duke. Duke is crushing the boards, although it doesn't seem that way. For some reason, it doesn't seem that way to me, because Notre Dame has 9 second chance points. Duke has 8. And despite the fact that the Irish only have 3 offensive rebounds, which basically means to me that every offensive rebound that Notre Dame has gotten, they've gotten a 3. They've scored the 3 off every single offensive board that they've gotten. Can't get to 9 points either way, another way. So even though Duke is plus 11 on the boards, like, the Irish, kind of the stat that actually matters is the second chance points one. Crazy. Duke with 15 assists on 21 baskets. And yeah. Let's see, bench points 15-5, blocks, fast breaks, steals even, points off turnovers is the other big one for Duke. 16 points off turnovers. Both teams turning the ball over 6 times. 7 for Notre Dame. So the 7 Notre Dame turnovers have become 16 points for Duke. The 6 Duke turnovers have only become 4 points for Notre Dame. So that's a significant delta there. And of course, Duke absolutely crushing in the paint, 24-8. That's mostly Malawach there behind those 13 points. All right, so with a 12-point lead and 11 minutes to go here in the half, or in the game rather, we resume play with Notre Dame with possession. Notre Dame taking it very deep in the shot clock on every possession here. They're really starting this offense at around 10 seconds. The Duke defense is really getting to it. And finally, Notre Dame has missed a three. Because Nesny missed it. This is a one-on-one for Flag. Flag's just going to body him. Oh, he's going to get fouled there by Njai, who that'll be his third. And Flag will go to the free throw line. Another timeout on the floor? Guys, we just took a 3-minute TV timeout. What? That nobody called. The Irish called their timeout, their second. Really? Okay, so it didn't double that up. All right. Come on, boys. I need to make a flight this afternoon, y'all. We got to finish this game. Just trying to see who's next. Pretty sure it's a road game. No, it's not. It's Miami. Oh, who said? Somebody said that they were going to the Miami game. One of the folks in our chat said they were excited to go to the Miami game. That should be a rather easy one. 9 p.m. we get the late game on next Tuesday. And it's Boston College, TBD. We got a week off. Okay. And Wake. Then State. Then the big one. Carolina. Wow, we go Saturday. Jesus. We play Wake on Saturday and then turn around and play State on a Monday. Whew. Brutal. That's brutal. Wednesday, Saturday, Monday, Saturday. Tuesday, Saturday. Monday, Saturday. Let's start fouling. Take a shot. Take a shot where? Let's start fouling the Irish players. No, I think you want to play defense without fouling, man. Don't foul them unnecessarily. Interesting. So college game day was at Texas Tech against Iowa State. This is what you were saying, Archangel. This is the college game day bump for the underdog. Very sneaky, yes. As Flag makes another free throw. Oh, Flag finally missed. Unfortunate. 7 of 8 for the afternoon. So with 10:20 to go, Duke by 13. Oh, and yeah, Burton back into the game. So despite the 4 fouls, Burton and Shrewsbury here. It's the 2 guards for Notre Dame. Oh my goodness, Burton and Malawach. Burton was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go right at Malawach for like whatever words they had prior." That's kind of crazy that they're favored. They're not even ranked. How does that work? Burton makes the first. And misses the second, and the rebound to Flag, his sixth. So Burton with 16. And now the margin is 12 after that possession. Oh, Malawach got bodied there, but will get two more. Malawach inside a triple team scores. Foul out Burton. Yeah, we absolutely need to. I'm not sure how you do it exactly, though. I maybe you try to like switch Flag onto him or something. I don't know. Oh my goodness, Duke is just slow to rotate on this possession, and now we almost can't come up with a rebound. But Gillis does get it. That was a messy defensive possession. Burton is driving Malawach every possession. And Malawach with a hard screen on Burton. And another foul on Notre Dame on Shrewsbury. I don't know, that looked kind of weak, but that'll send Cooper Flag to the line for two more. Oh, sorry, Knipple will go for two. Off the ball. How did that work out? Oh, Shrewsbury pushed Knipple. I got it. So Malawach to the bench for the time being. Duke extending the lead to 16. Oh my gosh. Caleb Foster with his first foul of the afternoon. Yeah, so does Notre Dame actually have two timeouts left? How many timeouts do they have left? Because ESPN says 3, but that graphic I don't believe is right. Teams are going to be taking free throws the rest of the way. As Alako makes the first. And makes the second. Yes, Archangel, but in what world has Duke actually managed to foul anybody out of any game? I feel like it's like this fallacy where we're like, oh yeah, well, let's get a guy into foul trouble. Let's like and see if we can foul them out in the game. Duke like never fouls dudes out of games. I don't like they get them into foul trouble, but they can't foul them out. Oh my goodness. Cooper Flag off the glass and one. Gillis to the bench. Flag with 30. Flag with 33. Oh my god. And now 34. Davis trying to push Proctor off the spot. and Flag can't come down with a rebound, but good effort. Yeah, so kind of what I had said before, when Notre Dame did get it down to 6, I said, okay, Duke, no panic, just let the defense hang in there. And now it's a 17-point game. It's just like these guys seem completely unfazed. It's all what they do defensively, except for that, except for Khan Knipple gets beat on a back cut by Mohammed. But aside from that, the fouls are mounting for the Irish, but the thing is they play so many players that they're actually rather spread out. There's like 2 players with 3, a bunch of players with 2. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 9 guys in the box score with fouls. And Flag just keeps okay. Seems like any shot that Flag puts up is going to go at this point. He's got 36. It's a new Duke freshman record. Wow. Probably the RJ Barrett record, actually. Davis with a 3 there will cut it down to 14. So the Duke defense, Notre Dame is definitely going to get over the average here for a point total by an opponent. We had previously not let up more than 65 points to an unranked opponent, but that is going to end today as Davis is going to foul Flag, and that should be a TV timeout. Damn, the Cooper Flag show tonight. Play all 40. Let's see. Flag, he technically can't play all 40. He's played 29 minutes, so he could play 36 of the minutes. There's a stint in the first half where the second team got kind of extended minutes there, as there was a little run there. But he's got 36 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. I mean, could he get a triple-double? 3 more assists, 4 more boards. The boards might be kind of hard, but there are 7 minutes left in the game. I mean, Malawach has 7 boards here. You probably could make it. You probably could make it to the triple-double. 3 assists. Yeah, you get a couple more assists for Malawach. I'm sure not having Brown has a lot to do with that average. I mean, I think not having Brown, like, he only played 1 minute. Usually he's, you'd have like 10 or 12, or maybe more. So, yeah, it's given more minutes to Malawach for sure. Gongba still seems to be on a minutes restriction, though. He only played 5 today. I mean, you'd figure with Duke up double figures, you could see some more Gongba in there, but we haven't seen that. Gillis has been playing 15. I think some of the Browns' minutes have probably gone to Gillis. We haven't seen Isaiah Evans back the entire second half, and Foster has been in for 11, but he's been ineffective offensively. 0 of 3. So. Cleaning out dog hair from the carpet here. All right. All right, we're all rooting for the triple-double here. 4 of 6 from 3, 11 of 14 from the floor, man. That is a really funny stat. The last Duke player with 35 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists was John Shire in 2009. I remember that game. Actually, no, I don't. Against Gardner Webb. I was probably there, but I don't remember it. And I mean, with all the free throws that he's shooting here, and the percentage at which he's hitting, I'm just gonna give him 38. Herbert says I remember. So Duke by 16 with 6:45 left. As Notre Dame looking to find any offense right now. Alako, nothing. Rebound to James, not flag. So they didn't give flag the bump there. Will he hit 40? Yeah, I mean all he has to do is get fouled one more time. I think he does get to 40 for sure. Oh, they could have called the foul there on Muhammad. Proctor from the outside. 7 seconds on the shot clock here. Gonna give it to Knipple across court. No, gonna go to James. James for 3 at 3 seconds. James the turnaround 2. Malawach there on the offensive rebound, and we have a foul on Muhammad. That'll be his third, and Malawach will go to the free throw line. Yeah, Foster. I mean, Proctor got a 3-point shot early. He was the second player to hit a shot. That was, I think that put us up 5-0, or maybe it was the 8-0 one after the flag one. But yeah, like he hit an early 3, and you're like, all right, Proctor's like off to the races today. But he actually hasn't really even taken many shots. Malawach makes the first. I mean, Proctor is only one of 5. Not a lot of shots. Knipple 3 of 5, but with 13 points. Malawach makes them both. He's got 17. And now we're up 18 points. And I would say that the game is getting out of hand here for Notre Dame. Muhammad giving it to Shrewsbury. Back to Muhammad, who calls for the screen. Shrewsbury crosses in front. Turnaround shot by Muhammad. Not quite there. James for the rebound. Denying flag yet again. Playing K-ball here and just willing to go deep and late into the shot clock. Here goes flag. Jab step back to James. Over to Proctor. Back to James. Back to flag with 5 seconds. Over to Knipple with 4. Knipple's going to take a deep 3. Not quite. Flag looking for a rebound. Can't get it. Alako comes down with it and now back quickly up the floor with 5 minutes to play. Muhammad for 3. Off the front iron. And the rebound down to Malawach. Dude, everybody just like walking up the court, man. Nobody is really like eager to run up the court anymore. No, that's too far for Proctor. They're eager. They're fine running back on defense, but on offense, we're like, yeah, let's just mosey on up the floor, and that should be out on Notre Dame. 4:35 to go. Yeah, I love how quiet the crowd gets when Duke shoots free throws. Indeed. All right. Wow, Auburn down by 6 at half to South Carolina, actually. John will take a timeout here. All right. Come on, boys. Are you serious? Like I said, I need to catch a flight later. Let's go. Let's get this done. Lots of free throws being shot. What else can we say about this performance by Coop today? I don't know though if it's like it's certainly his best game stats like points wise, but I feel like other games have been more like key or impactful. But see if the Gamecocks can pull off the upset. Yeah, what are the scores that we got going on right now? You got Illinois. Wow. Wait, is this right? You got Illinois down 10. USC with a minute 43 to go. Wow. All right. You got halftime Auburn down 6 on the road. KU Cincy, UConn Georgetown. That's like an old Big East matchup there. Tennessee, as we said, had already lost. Florida at Arkansas. Be very interesting if Tennessee drops 2 in a row. Could be. It's a two road games back to back. Got to play at Texas tough. Was it Texas that was playing Auburn the other night that didn't quite work out for them? Alabama A&M, very interesting game. UK Mississippi, these are the night games here. And you're right, ISU Texas Tech, 2 p.m. It's actually right after our game. It's the next game up. So. Illinois overrated in my book. Well, we need to beat them because we need the quad 1 win. Nice pass outside by Flag to James. And James has it deflected for a second. Flag turning around looking for Knipple. Wow, 3 seconds. What a strange call. That play goes on Mile Watch. I don't know if I can remember the last time I had a 3-second call actually go off. That would have been 40 for Flag, by the way. That would have been 40. Njai over the top scores 2. And Flag to Knipple. Knipple does not oblige. And that 3-pointer no good. I think Duke seems content with where they're at, though. Here's Alaco. Go to Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury with 1.6 seconds. Oh my God! What? What a late foul call! The fourth foul on Proctor. Yeah, we're kind of like Proctor and as you were saying, Proctor and Foster kind of didn't really minimal contributions, but like what a terrible foul call here. We didn't really need it. It's a good thing we didn't need it because Cooper Flagg vacuum cleaned all the points from everybody else. I mean, he got 38. I mean, Malawach with 17, huge as well. Knipple with 13, also huge. That's 30 points. That's 68 points from the freshman, right? Which leaves 11 for everyone else. Gillis to James. Back to Gillis as Notre Dame is broken into a zone. James going to drive. James and Flagg trying to get the rebound, but couldn't. Malawach saves it. No, steps on the end line. Cooper Flagg was about to get the rebound and the dunk. I'm glad we did not take a second media timeout under 4. ESPN says they got to keep rolling here because they got to get to the Iowa State-Texas Tech game. Burton for 3. Yeah, wow. I mean, Notre Dame can shoot it from 3, that's for sure. I mean, it's a 10-point game with 2:20 to go. That's not crazy, right? If they hit another couple threes, we'll be asking, like, what the heck is going on? Flagg, pass down to Knipple, who resets, moves his feet to the left, and the 3 doesn't go down. So if Notre Dame scores here, that's going to be very interesting. We've been playing a little loose here in the last couple of minutes. Burton trying to drive on Malawach, trying to go over Gillis, and that's goaltending. Basket is good. That is goaltending. It's an 8-point game with 1:46 left. No, Malawach got it from underneath, for sure. Yeah, Malawach did not get it clean. It was about to be a Cooper Flagg rebound. We got so caught up in Cooper Flagg trying to get a triple-double, we forgot that we actually had to finish a game out. Come on, let's go. This is a very easy call. Marcus Burton's got 21. Yeah, I mean, Archangels, you haven't been wrong. I mean, the play is correct. I mean, in that case, Burton did actually. We did run him off the 3. Yeah, the 10-0 run for Notre Dame here as we kind of fell asleep. We sort of, like John Shire called the timeout with 4:35 to go. We were up 18, and I don't know if we were up 18, but we were up big. And now it's only an 8-point game. We need a basket for sure. We need one basket pretty much seals it, but you need to get one. As the Notre Dame zone is kind of played with our heads a little bit here. Knipple going to get it to Proctor, over to James. James is going to take 3. No. Malawach tries to get it. And is it saved in bounds? It's Malawach. Timeout! Alternating possession to Notre Dame. I don't understand. Like Malawach gets up as if he's trying to like get up off the floor, but he should have just called timeout immediately. But in any case, Notre Dame has 70 seconds here to make up 8 points. I mean, and the way they've been shooting the three, why not? Good drive there. Shrewsbury thought about three. Next extra pass to Alaka. Wow. And so, yeah, now you're down to a 5-point game with 60 seconds left. This game is way too close for comfort, man. We're going to end up like stunned here for a second because this is like, what has happened? We need one bucket. We need one bucket. That's a held ball. That'll keep it with Duke. The Duke timeout. Yeah, let's see what's happened here. This has been a 13-0 run in the last 5 minutes and 16 seconds. Duke has been held scoreless. We are 1 of 8 for our last 8. I mean, just gone absolutely cold. Like, yeah, we got ourselves up 18 and then kind of just stopped playing. Yeah, it's a 2-possession game with 50 seconds left. There's a 20-second shot clock here. So, I mean, it's kind of the question is, can Notre Dame actually play out the possession? I don't know if you want to put Cooper Flag on the free throw line. A little nervous, chat, to be honest. Yeah, it was 79-61. Oh my God, they did not call that a foul? They've been calling a loose whistle all game, and then they don't call that. That's off the front rim. Man, and like finally they're like, oh, yeah, nothing happened there. Not like the guy grabbed Knippel's arm or anything. Or like smacked his arm. Like, oh yeah, let's just go a tomahawk chop down on Knippel's right arm. Yep, no foul there, nothing. Oh my goodness, James has to make 1 of 2. Gotta make 1 of 2. All right, all right. You at least made the second one. If you can force, yeah, if you can force a bad shot. Oh no, Burton's gonna just drive in there. Okay, so he basically traded 1 for 2, so it's only a 4-point game. Man, they just keep extending the game here. But yeah, way too casual. Man, Notre Dame is so lucky, man. Luckiest team in college basketball, honestly, especially every time they play Duke. Everyone getting caught up with the Cooper Flag 38-point performance, and we completely lost the plot. You really only need one defensive stop. They're gonna at some point they're gonna try to take a 3, and then you gotta nix it there. Gotta get the inbound to flag, honestly. Or Knipple. Actually, Proctor. Okay, this is to Knipple. They're going to try to get a steal before they cross half court. Now they're going to give the foul. Oh. That was good by Duke, though. The Cooper flag will take 2. Great, that's the 4th. Notre Dame wanted to steal it before. They wanted to see if they could force a 10-second call. It didn't quite work. Nice. Extend this to 6 points. Extend this to 6-point lead, and then stop the 3, and that's it. All right, there you go. Flag's got 40. How much time can we get to Notre Dame to take off the clock here? Or Burton's just going to drive? That's it. There you go. Nice rebound by Malawach. And there's the foul. That's it. Game. I actually thought Malawach had given himself up here because he went for the block instead of trying to just play rebound here. So that was a rather tenuous situation there. But again, like, these guys just did not panic. Very impressive. 10 rebounds here for Malawach. There's the double-double. Gets the first. Nice. And if he makes this next one, yeah. All right. So we're at 8. We're okay. So Notre Dame now has to take a 3. If they miss, it's over. Or actually, Burton's just going to drive. Oh, wow. Just chuck it. Cooper's got to move. Oh, that's Shrewsbury fouling out. That's the 5th. So we did foul somebody out. Yeah. Cooper can get 42 points actually here. Extra time is really killing me. killing my schedule. All sorts of records. Yep. Wow, 42. A new ACC freshman record. Wow, impressive. There's the 3, and there's the miss, and that's it. All right, I got to run. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you on, because I actually got to leave Miami. I got to go back to Seattle. I'll see you all on Tuesday night against Miami. That was crazy. That was way too close at the end. Archangel, Herbert, Orlando, everybody, thank you very much. Enjoy the football this weekend. Stay safe, everybody, and as always, go Duke. See ya.